Can you cite a source?
I can.
What source?
Myself.
In other words, you're full of shit. Because we know how that rolls. Hey guys, welcome to Us in the Middle. This is episode 8. I'm Chau, your co-host.
Also known as Asian Persuasion. And I'm Ian.
That was like a one-off right there.
I am Ian, also known as...
Some Mexican guy who still thinks The Last Jedi is awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you're still talking about that. I hope that makes you feel better.
It does.
Yeah?
It does.
Yeah?
It does.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I was like...
All right, Us in the Middle. How you feeling today, Chau?
Real good, real good. Something did come up really interestingly enough. So, you know, my rants about Anthem have been nonstop, ongoing.
Yes, you talk about the game a lot.
I still wanted to succeed, but I think, what was it, last week I traded the game in.
Did you?
Yeah.
For what? What'd you get?
For this game called Sekiro. It's an Amazon. It's a samurai game that plays a lot like it. So if you're familiar with what was it? Jeez, I forgot. It's a medieval game. There's blood. It's blood. I gotta go look it up.
What's it about?
See, that's the thing. I never beat the game. I just knew it was fucking hard as hell. See, not that it tells you much of anything. Bloodline. I think it's Bloodlines. No.
That's a vampire game.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they just announced a new Vampire Bloodlines, by the way.
Is it?
Yes. I am so excited about that. So there's been 2 vampire games. Vampire the Masquerades.
Okay.
And the second one was my absolute favorite. It was my favorite games in like high school. Just the music and the feel of it. It was super dark and super fun.
Right.
And they just announced the Bloodlines 2. And it looks pretty awesome. I'm super excited to I can't believe you've never played Bloodlines at all?
Uh-uh.
Or Vampire the Masquerade? You never heard of that game?
Uh-uh.
Such cool games.
the only game that I recall a vampire game at best was Blood Rain.
I remember Blood Rain. Blood Rain was cool.
It wasn't.
What? You didn't like it?
I didn't. It wasn't that I didn't like it. It was nothing new, but it did have
the
a cool.
movie was terrible.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. It was a good popcorn movie. It's one of those movies like you know it's terrible, but you're still gonna watch it.
Exactly.
That was the thing. It's got a cult following. That's why there's a Blood Rain like what the 4.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know it's one of those B movies that like Sharknado.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You know it's a bad movie, but you're gonna watch it anyways just because it's a bad movie. I don't know. It's like the human psyche. It doesn't even quite often doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know. And the game that I was talking about is not Bloodline. It's Bloodborne.
Bloodborne. It didn't. I feel like I had that game. I feel like I had it.
It was a PlayStation exclusive.
Was it?
Yeah.
And
it was hard. It was hard as fuck because like the controllers, you always had to time your attacks.
Okay.
You know, it got really. That's why I never beat it because I was getting infuriated and the lag time, the latency time between. And this is not because of there's like lag issues in the game or any kind of glitches.
Okay.
It was all just because that's how the mechanics work. Like L2 was for your left hand to swing, R2 was your right, and then you know you would equip both hands with weapons. Depending, you know, obviously you were always trying to get to the more powerful weapons. The bosses, you know, had their pattern of attack that you had to figure out and time your attack. So it's like you knew the stages because you know like every game there was always a pattern of attack. Okay. You just had to figure it out. So it's always the first round. If you're lucky, you'll make it through, but it'll take you several takes just to kind of get through it. Mm-hmm. Very you know the game's. It's not a bad game. The game wasn't for me. Mm-hmm. I didn't have that kind of patience because of my playing style. It's always.
But you just got a game that's like that.
Here's the interesting part. Mm-hmm. Because the mechanics mimic similar to Bloodborne. Mm-hmm. Because I was reading in the reviews and I saw the demo. The way it almost played, it's almost like a hybrid between Bloodborne and Tomb Raider.
Okay.
See, because Tomb Raider is very flexible. It's you're moving around, you're jumping, and there's no latency feel to it. Versus Bloodborne, where it's a deliberate, like, hey, you need to learn how to time your attacks. Where, look, I just want to go in and kill something. Is that okay? Can I do that? It's definitely. It takes place back during the samurai time.
Okay.
When there was still a dynasty to go around for. The game does default in Japanese.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Which I thought was really cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I played it back and forth between English and Japanese, and it's kind of like, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just leave the subtitles on, play the just to kind of give it that. That different experience. Like, hey, listen, if I'm going to play as a samurai, I think I want to kind of feel like
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, not something that's dubbed over.
Yeah. Doing Japanese with English subtitles, I would do that. It's
kind of like anime. Like, let's be honest. Like, I prefer if and when I watch anime, I prefer it in Japanese for whatever reason. It's not. Yeah. It almost seems like, especially with the female characters. When you go into translate into English and the voice actress comes on and her voice hits a higher pitch note, I find that really annoying.
Well, they do that in Japanese stuff too. She's like, "Hi," It's like, it's amazing.
I wish we had another camera right here just to get that facial expression that you got.
And then the guy will be like, "Shosho." It's always the same. I don't know. and
then the little teardrop that drops on the side, like.
Huh?
Well, the facial expression seems a lot more authentic.
Yeah.
When it's with the Japanese tone.
I agree with that.
Because for whatever reason, the English doesn't. I don't know. It just feels like it's a forced.
I agree with
shoehorned because just for the sake of getting it translated. So do I recommend Sekiro to anybody? No. Does it mean it's a bad game? No. It's a really, really, actually, I mean, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's not for everybody, just because the way the mechanics.
It's intense.
It is like you're really having to time yourself just right. The interesting part is that the game does quickly go into the magical realm side of the storyline.
Really?
Yeah. So like you think it's just like, you think it's just like your typical samurai game where there's like there's conflict, there's war, there's a mystical side to it. I won't, no spoiler alerts, I promise. Because I'm pretty much, I think I'm almost done beating the game.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But even more so, I thought was the other reason I brought up Anthem was the fact that, ironically, and this was just, I think this was either today or yesterday, EA just laid off 350 employees.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
It's not surprising after the epic fail of Anthem's launch. I mean, it's been a month, and they're hoping to sell like 7 million units by the end of March. And
not too long ago, there was this whole thing about how their quarters weren't going as well as they were supposed to.
Yeah, there was a dip. It was a 13% dip in their stock.
Yeah, and then the stock went down because of that report.
Especially when 2019, a lot of titles are starting off really strong, but EA's is like the only thing that's propping them up is FIFA and Apex.
Yeah, FIFA's always got them carrying them,
which
is weird because it's not even that popular like here. It's like popular like overseas.
Well,
and that's how it.
Soccer or football, if whatever you want to call it.
For God's sake, stop calling it soccer. Remember that? Come on, name that movie.
Jesus.
Name that movie. Come
I don't know which one.
And for sake, stop saying soccer.
Never mind.
Which one is it?
We're good.
Just tell me.
Nope.
What if the viewers don't even know what it is? I think you owe it to them.
I disagree.
I'm gonna have to fucking Google it right now. If you don't tell me, I will eat up time.
Well, do you know what else got announced today?
What's that?
Borderlands 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Have you seen it? Have you seen the trailer or the announcement trailer?
I saw the article. It was like it popped up on my feed, and I was like, no shit. And then I got busy, and I was like, fuck, I forgot.
Well, we've been hoping that's what was going to be announced. A lot of people were worried that it wasn't. A lot of people, because they were announcing something that was Borderlands related.
Because it's been really stuck on trying to get Fallout 76 right.
I
don't know if
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they'll ever get it right. It's been such a foobar game.
I don't know if anybody's still playing that. It's much like Anthem right now.
Yeah,
I'm sure nobody's playing Fallout 76.
And then here's the thing though, like the 350 employees that got tossed out.
Mm-hmm.
I said that in a really, really bad way. They got let go, like get the fuck out of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they closed down EA Russia and EA Japan. So those two offices are now just completely shut down.
That's intense. So what was funny about the Borderlands announcement is a lot of people, for some reason, it was a huge rumor that the new Borderlands game was going to be a Borderlands Battle Royale game, and everybody was going to be pissed off about that because they've been waiting for Borderlands 3 for so long. So they start off the announcement with saying, a lot of people, they would like to see a Borderlands Battle Royale game, and the whole crowd like booed. And then they were like, Battle Royale games are fun, but that's not what we made. And everybody just cheered. And it was like, yeah. It was an awesome announcement.
They were trolling a little bit?
They were trolling. Because that was the huge rumor.
Well, because I know the gaming community feels like the market's being overtly saturated with the whole Battle Royale genre. I don't see it being oversaturated. There's other games. Mm-hmm. It's just being overly marketed.
Right.
As the thing. It's like... There's another game that at least it's still in pre-alpha testing.
Okay.
I'm not sure if beta is around the corner or not.
Mm-hmm.
It is Battle Royale, but it's Spellbreak.
I have not heard of that.
Okay, so think of like your normal Battle Royale title, but this time it's not with guns, it's with magic.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and it's a fluid animation, so it's... Gosh, I don't know.
I saw a game like that being advertised recently, but it was Boats Battle Royale.
Oh god,
you're like
everybody wants to do a bat. Yeah,
So I see. They're branching out from just first person shooters now,
I think
which is interesting.
So it might be the idea of a first person shooter is just bleh. I get it. You shoot, blah blah blah. Nothing's really changed, but the fact that you can do magic, okay, it's really cool. I'm liking the animation.
There's exploration to be had with things like the magic and the boats and stuff. I mean, Battle Royale, I think, is just getting started. I don't think... I think it's going to become a staple of the gaming community. I don't think it's
think
going
about
anywhere.
it. Like, what if we had VR Battle Royale?
They totally do. I have it. It's
game?
not that
What
great.
game?
VR Standout. I think it's called Standout, if I had to say it.
Okay.
It's basically it's PUBG in VR basically,
Oh.
but it's not that great. But it's the first iteration, right?
I finally got my PlayStation VR, so that way I can I've been playing a lot of, because it's the only title I have that's VR supported, which is Tetris.
God damn it!
Shut up.
Hi, I'm Chau. I think Tetris is cool.
Hey,
what's my impression of you?
Hey, my impression.
How does that make you feel?
Really, a lot better than, hi, my name is Ian, and I think The Last Jedi was awesome.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
Okay,
that's fair.
You can knock me on my Tetris. I'm gonna knock you on your goddamn Last Jedi with a goddamn lightsaber.
Anyway, your PlayStation VR. I just heard the other day, Iron Man got announced for the PlayStation VR exclusively. And so that kind of pissed me off a little bit because I really wanted to play that, and I don't.
You have a PlayStation,
but not PlayStation VR. So you get to play it, and I don't. I'm very angry about that.
I'll let you know how it turns out once it
let
launches.
Me know. Let me know.
I will.
You get to fly around in Iron Man's suit and go shoot people and stuff. Sounds like a blast.
Okay, so hopefully it doesn't require the
It probably will, if I had to guess.
I mean, I'm hoping,
because it'd be fun to.
Yeah, I know, to pew.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's just like, hopefully you can, because I really like the idea of just being able to sit in my couch or my chair.
Yeah.
Not have to. That's one of the things that, I mean, because you can do that with your Oculus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's games that'll let.
It's just not as common anymore. Originally when the Oculus was first announced as this Kickstarter thing, that's really all it was. Yeah. It was just a sit-down game. They didn't have touch controllers and stuff where you could do things in the real world. It was just sit down with a game controller, or a keyboard and mouse, and you just got to experience like a normal type game, but in VR. But then, when Vive came out as competition, they came out with their motion controllers. Oculus was like, oh shit, that changes the game. That changes what kind of games you can make. So then they came out with motion controllers, and now almost all of their focus is on motion controlled 360 type games.
It's a bad thing. You say that. I'm not sure that you're saying
No,
that's a bad thing. Like, what's your complaint?
I guess honestly, my complaint a little bit is they don't nearly focus enough on sit down games. Because you're right. Sometimes VR is tiring. Sometimes you just want to sit down
because you're getting
and
off
play your
work.
game. Exactly. You're tired. You want to relax. Sometimes you just want to sit down and enjoy VR
And play some Tetris.
Play some Tetris.
Dude, Tetris, dude, I'm telling you, like,
is it a different experience in VR?
God, it's so
Yeah?
cool. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because for you have to put these sensors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to set up the sensors, and I think you have to scan the entire room.
Yeah. You
Right?
got to do a room setup.
See, PlayStation, you don't have to do that.
Well, that's because you don't have the opportunities that I do. That'd be why.
No.
The reason why I have to scan the room is so when I'm walking around in VR,
You can still
I don't run into walls.
Here's the interesting part: is that you can still walk around rooms. And not
I don't believe you.
Yeah, because it'll tell you depending on how far your space, where you're standing, it'll tell you like, hey, you're out of range. It'll stop you right there.
But it's not going to stop you if you're going to run into a wall or something. Like, how does it know?
No, it has a range. It has a specific range based on the distance between you and the camera.
Right, but that doesn't stop you from running into a wall.
You can run into a wall without a helmet. Like, I've done it before. I'm a little clumsy myself. Okay?
I'm just saying, the reason why I scan the room, the reason why I have to do that is so it tells me where every wall is, where every object is, sort of thing. And if you get too close to it, a grid pops up, and it's like, hey, don't walk that far anymore. You have to turn around and walk back.
Okay.
You don't have that system because... Well,
I'm
don't.
sitting my ass down and playing.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I like to do that.
Okay, and then on top of that, the Ace Combat. Granted, I wish all the levels were.
How was that?
That was nauseating, awesome.
So some people don't like that kind of stuff, you know.
I don't know.
I love it.
We'll find out. I've invited a friend just to get some feedback and really see what her experiences are. Because she doesn't play games. And let's see what it's like for her. If there's a possibility, because I know we benchmarked VR going more mainstream about 10 years from now, because I'm wondering if there's a possibility, if we can get the right content out, why not do it in 5 years?
Yeah, I've seen projections that I would say probably in like 2017 when I really started researching this stuff. They were saying by 2020 was going to be mainstream acceptance. I don't see that happening. That's
neither do I. But
although the Oculus Quest is going to help out a lot with that, I think. All-in-one system. There are no sensors.
That's the newest head unit that's coming out, right?
Yeah, there's technically two coming out, but yes, that's the one that I think is going to get mass acceptance. I really do. This game's so awesome.
Is it? Which game is that?
This is Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm excited for that.
This was like the first 40 minutes of gameplay that they released and talked about and stuff, and it just looks so awesome.
Dude,
God,
cool. Oh yeah, they said they were going to push it out for one more year or something like that.
Yeah, but it's coming soon. You know, I mean, in the next year or so maybe. So that'd be nice. I mean, it's going to be. Yeah. They say it's not that big of an open world, but that they're building up, not around, because it's in a city.
Yeah.
So it's all like open world upwards, and it's a lot more filled. They're saying with a whole bunch of stuff to do, a whole bunch of interactive things. Right. It's much more lifelike city. Yeah. And it's not so much about the size.
Yeah, because like one of the gamers, some gamer fanboy, basically complained about we've waited so many years to 3 years for this game or whatever, how many years, and one of the devs came out, was like, not verbatim, he said, "Fuck you! I waited 7 years to make this game. You can wait another year."
right.
I was like, that was awesome.
I'm willing to wait for it because it just looks so good, and I want it to be done right.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't be. Oh man, don't. It's like if you want a rush game, go buy from EA.
Yeah.
They're pretty good at it.
Go buy Anthem.
Yeah. Go buy Anthem. It was Rush. It's right there, ready for you. It's horseshit. Oh yeah, and they released a patch that, that'll remove the loading screens.
Really?
Nobody gives a fuck. That was the only thing they were able to do. It's
kind of that's a big deal though.
It is a big deal,
right?
Yeah, but that should have been handled a long time ago. And if you're telling me yeah, we finally released a patch that'll remove all the loading screens.
And how was that not handled before you released the game? Like,
Well,
if it was that easy.
Here's my issue. What else did it fix?
Yeah.
You know, like, how about, like, the amount of enemies that pop up?
Yeah.
You know, because right now it's just barren content. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you're telling me it's like an alive environment, and there's not, you see nothing. You see like maybe a few animals here, a few animals there, and then like a few enemies there.
That's why I'm kind of excited about Cyberpunk, though, because it
Yeah,
looks like, as long
it's
as they
like-
keep to their word,
Yeah.
it looks like it's a full.
As long as it looks
world.
like what I'm seeing, like on screen, like, you know,
Yeah.
you guys do your thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your thing, do it right, and just fucking take my money. You know, it's cool. Like,
Oh, that reminds me about another game that got an update. We talked about it briefly in the last episode, but not about the newest updates, and that's No Man's Sky. So they announced,
recent?
yeah, they announced like last week, and I don't know why we didn't talk about this. New updates for it. They're adding a whole bunch more stuff, but one of the updates for it is VR. So that's gonna be fully supported in VR on all platforms, even the PlayStation VR.
so I'm buying.
Yeah,
No Man's
I think you
Sky.
should. I think you should. And they say it doesn't change the game at all. It's the same exact game, just in VR. I was like, that's kind of dope. I dig that. I dig that a lot. Now I'm excited that I bought it
That's
because
gonna
I
be
have a VR, you know, and it's a free update. So, see, a lot of people worried it's gonna be like a separate game, kind of like Skyrim VR, and you have to buy it again, basically. But it's not. It's free for anyone who already owns it. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. And I think you, as now a VR
owner. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I'm trying to get my head wrapped. It's like, damn it, I gotta buy another game.
That's what I've always wanted for that game, though, because that game is all about just exploration in these worlds and being immersed into this universe. And it's like, man, what it really needs is VR.
And comfortably sitting down on your ass.
Yes.
And just play.
Yes, absolutely. That's how I'm gonna play it.
Oh, dude, and the PlayStation VR is super comfortable.
Is it?
It's a lot more comfortable than that.
I can see that.
really
You know
comfortable.
the new we were just talking about the Oculus Quest, which is that new one that they're coming out with.
Yeah.
They're actually coming out with the second new one. It's called the Rift S.
Yeah, I did saw that, but all I saw was like kind of like more like a website brochure. There was no demo or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
That was
Very,
kinda
very
like-
few people have gotten their hands on it and stuff. But what's interesting about it is it uses the same Halo head strap and everything as the PlayStation VR. They actually licensed it from them, or from the company who licensed it from whatever, called Lenovo. It's like the same.
It's the little sensors right here.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
eyeball
Oculus
sensors.
made their own design with the sensors and everything. I think all they took from the PlayStation VR design was the head strap. So it should be as comfortable as
the PlayStation VR. Here's the thing, though. PlayStation VR doesn't have a head strap.
I'm talking about the Halo design that they call on the PlayStation VR.
Really?
That's what it's called, and that's what's on the new Quest or the new Oculus
So it's a
Rift
hybrid.
S.
They
They took a piece of it.
the best of both worlds. And
Yeah,
just
I guess so.
Smashed it together.
I guess so. Yeah.
And for the individual, I forgot what his name was. The guy who started up Oculus.
I don't remember his name.
Because he was always pushing for higher fidelity graphics. Like, look, if you did a little bit of homework, 80% of any kind of entertainment experience is sound.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Graphics won't matter if your sound sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, the one thing I am disappointed in about the Oculus Rift that I have is the speakers that come with it aren't that great. Having said that, the headphones. Having said that,
you're not able to use separate headphones.
you are. I have to figure out how to do it though. I haven't.
Really?
Yeah, one time I did it with Bluetooth headphones.
Let me tell you how it works with PlayStation.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So because I have like these because I have the PlayStation Bluetooth
Okay.
headphones,
Mm-hmm.
you just plug it in and then you turn it on and
Mhm.
just boom.
Now, but does the PSVR come with headphones at all?
Yeah, it does.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
That's
need
cool.
'em.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was just going to say, the headphones kind of suck. Having said that, at least they do have
The
headphones.
PlayStation VR 2, the one of the cool things about how they redesigned it, because I had
Mhm.
the version 1 because it was cheaper.
Mhm.
It was like $200. It's like, fuck yeah, I'll do that.
Mhm.
And then plus that, there's very little difference between the 1 and version 2 anyways.
Right, right.
It's just like minor upgrades.
Okay.
So it's like, all right, whatever. I'll save myself a couple $100 to get version 1.
Mm-hmm.
But and then you put it on and it's like, boom, gone.
Mm-hmm.
You're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised why you just do that with the PC or the Oculus.
Well, the PlayStation has. I think you have to use the PlayStation camera, to do that, right?
To do what?
To the tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so I mean, these are basically the same thing.
Yeah.
As having a PlayStation camera.
Well, no, I was talking about,
different ways
I was
to
talking
do
about
it.
for the headphones, like for headphone units, like you can't just plug it in, have a separate headphone unit.
Yeah, well, some you can. This one, I believe you can. I just haven't figured it out yet because I haven't really cared.
But
it's like
so complicated.
I think you have to take like a. It's somewhere on there. I feel like it's an option because I see people do it, but I've never done it. The one thing I have done is one time I did have some Bluetooth headphones that connected the Bluetooth to my PC and then turned these headphones off. They come with it, so I had some good sound for like one day.
Oh
but
Jesus!
It was like a lot of work, and I was like, I'm good with the normal headphones. It's
Oh my
fine.
God!
But I do wish the Oculus had better headphones. Like when I did that, what's it called? The Void. Remember we were talking about that? The Void.
Yeah.
The Star Wars one. That's all.
Yeah.
So they made their own custom headset for that, and it has these badass Dolby Digital headphones.
Yeah, but it sold like shit.
That.
It sold like shit.
What?
The Void.
What do you mean it sold like shit?
They're you talking about the you talking about their like Star Wars. Hopefully I'm on the same page with you.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because there was a Star Wars VR head unit.
Yeah, no, not that. No,
Okay.
God, no. Not talking about that at all.
Okay.
No.
Because that was
No, I'm talking about the Void, which is we've covered it on the show. I'm gonna need you to remember topics, Chau.
Okay.
Okay.
Says the guy who I've had to like cut back and like, remind you.
So the Void was that one where it's like you're actually walking around with your friends in a Star Wars universe. You pay like $30 a person.
Oh, you're talking about over at the
Cinemark
thing. Okay.
Yeah, the Void. So they made a custom headset for that company. I forgot what they called it, but its headphones are absolutely amazing. Like, and they cover around your whole ear, and they sound phenomenal.
Yeah, how much do they cost?
Phenomenal. I don't even know if you can buy them as an individual, but that's what if I saw that on an Oculus, man, hold up, I would be so excited because you're right. A big part of it is sound, and I don't have good headphones.
Yeah, because
so.
I'm pretty sure like even the graphics, even within the headsets, aren't all that great, but you totally forget about it.
Yeah. At the Void, I have better graphics here.
Well,
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll at some point like it'll be VR in the gym.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a VR place opening in Dallas. I forgot to tell you about that. I saw the advertisement on my Facebook, so I'm gonna have to find what it's called. But they call it a VR arena, and it's opening like in May, around here, like in like Addison or something like that.
Are we gonna go?
Yes, it's 3 versus 3.
Holy shit!
In a warehouse, and you're running around. It's basically what I wanted from the Void. So you're actually running around. They said, somebody commented and was like, is this actually real? Because I've heard that we're still like 5 years away from this. And they're like, yes, this is real. We've had people run up to 2 miles in a single session.
Dude, like,
and it's
if they let us have
shit.
cameras in there, if we can like cover that, like.
I don't know if they'll let us, maybe because the technology is proprietary or something. But
I don't know. We're just filming our reviews.
Yeah, that would be, yes.
Just like, hey, we just want to, we have a podcast. Let's collaborate.
Yes, we need to do that.
Because that would be awesomely fun. Like, let's put a GoPros going. Let's get the footage feed. And let's
get the footage feed. Yes,
yeah.
That's a good idea.
Like, let's just do that. Like, what's Chau doing? He's melee attacking Ian right now. It's like, is that why Ian's on the ground? Yeah. He's all
melee attacking.
Yeah, he's melee. It's like, can you do
in
that?
VR,
that
means actually punching. Melee attack.
He's beating the shit out of Ian. It's like. Anyways, guys, like, we're gonna have to wrap it up right there. Jesus, man.
Wow. Okay.
We definitely went over.
Probably. Yep. Almost an hour. Good for you, Chau.
And hey, you know what? Really want to say thank you to our friends, family, and to our probably new fan base who did subscribe.
100 subscribers.
100 subscribers. I know that's not a big deal to a lot of people. That's pretty exciting. So we are officially now youtube.com/usinthemiddle.
That's official.
Instead of this goddamn long ass link that we had to post up. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it. And you know what? As a special little token of our appreciation, we are putting the first 100 in a drawing for a small $25 gift card to Amazon.
Oh, that's nifty.
Yeah.
And Chau will give you a high five in person.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, you're going to fly there, wherever they are in the world, and give them a high five in person. That's what you're going to win. I'm just kidding. You're not actually getting that. That was a joke. Do not.
That was intense. I was like, what? I was like, he's joking, right?
That's not in the budget.
Oh,
That's not in the budget
God.
at all.
I was like, Jesus Christ. So follow us at facebook.com/usinthemiddle and Instagram. We'll leave the links down below in the description box.
Maybe when we get 1 million followers, Chau will meet you anywhere in the world for a high five. Yes.
Just not in Iceland. I don't like the cold.
Anywhere in the world. We'll get there. All right.
So hit that subscribe button and the bell icon, and we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot, guys. Fucking making pitches? Like, wait a minute, dude.